Okay, so welcome back to what's probably going to be another video in our server build series. It's just at a server, right, to be honest with you, it's just a normal computer. Now, the motherboard is more or less done and ready to go in, but we need to prep the case first. I have finished off putting the fans. The other 140mm fan is in the front. So there's two in total now, and there's the 80mm at the back here. So air comes in through the front, it gets sucked out the back. Fan connections here, two fan connections there. So first things first, we're going to actually take out this rail, and then we're going to look at putting the power supply in, which is over there. Okay, so it turns out this is actually quite nice. It's got your GamerMax logo at the top of the foam, and it is actually fully modular, which I think might be the first fully modular one I've had. All the other ones have been semi-modular. But yeah, the RGB isn't controlled by software, it's just a button on the back, which is kind of a bit memes. And also, depending on how some are cut out, that might be a problem. We've got power in, AC switch, we've got a little instruction book, some cables, some more cables, like imported into the UK by sticker, 4 screws and 2 cable ties. Thanks for that. People like Corsair chuck in like a bundle of 20 when you don't really need them, and then they only give 2. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to start getting that installed and then take it from there. Okay, so we've got the power supply mounted in. Just ready to have all the connections plugged in. Now I'm test fitting the motherboard, and for the first time I'm going to have to remove some standoffs. So there's one missing here, and there's also one missing, hard to see, there, but it is actually there, so it needs moving over to there, and then I need to borrow one of the ones from over here to fill in that hole. But other than that, we're fine. So I'll get that done and get it screwed in. Right, apologies for the extra noise. It's warm, which means 2 things. 1, I'm going to have the window open, and 2, somebody's going to mow the lawn. So I've got the case, the motherboard all screwed in now. I've tucked some cables under the power supply, as well as the ones for the fans. The wire leader are then plugged in there, so they're on a splitter. I've also wired the 2 fans from the front into their own individual things here. So the next thing for us to do is to work out these power leads, or these leads that go to the front. So that is the power and reset leads. We also have focus, hard drive LEDs, power LEDs, and 2 NICs, which we're not going to use for now. So yeah, we've got those to plug in, and then we're going to move on to the graphics card. Right, so the USBs are plugged in as well, positive to the left. There's 2 different ones, but they go together. Plugged in absolutely everything else, and now we're going to move on to the graphics card. So that needs taken out, slotting in, and that's it for the graphics card. Right, so I've got the 6TB drive hooked into a sled. They just sort of clip on. They've got these sort of pegs that go into the holes. Bit of a nightmare, but we get there in the end. I'm just going to slide them into the racking here. Right, so I've got my first couple of SATA cables plugged into the drives. Next job is to run power to there, and these 2 drives. And then we need to make the USB stick and power it on. Okay, so I'm in the server's sort of temporary location. It will live here, but this won't live here forever. So I've got power to the monitor, HDMI out of the monitor into the graphics card. I've got power going into it. The power supply doesn't come with a power lead, so you need to get one of those. Luckily I had one on hand. So I've got power, HDMI, the USB sticks plugged in. I've created an UNRAID one, as well as a network. So in theory, the monitor is on. I can just go in here and press this button, and the power supply probably isn't turned on. Okay, so it seems like it may have just been one of the power connections to the motherboard. I sort of pressed them all in and suddenly it fired into life when I pressed the button. Woo! Asrock. Just for fun. well that's the first I've ever got an UNRAID. Oh shit. Mistakes were made. Ooh. It might actually be working. Whoops. Aha! It works, I believe. So we'll have to take it from there. I wonder if by any chance it is... Let me try something.